Alrighty, hey there, people. First things first, let me make sure this is actually recording because I have my preview turned off. It sure is, yay! I did it. With the production values out of control. Now, can I alt-tab back in here without attacking? I can't. Oh well, that's fine. I'm back in. So this is session number 2. I did the first session of Elden Ring on Friday. It is now Tuesday, although for me it's really more of a Monday than a Tuesday, the night shift, you understand. Friday's videos that were uploaded Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I guess there would be a gap on Monday, were the first videos released under the channel, under the newer channel name, the new channel name. And hey, just a word out to a couple of friends who reached out in the comments and over text and whatnot about that. Hey guys, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So thank you. For people who just know me from the channel and not in real life, you know, I see a few of you checking the videos out, even though these are a little off-brand compared to like Total War stuff. So hey, yeah, appreciate y'all too. Hope y'all enjoy. This game is I mentioned it in the first video, I think, but or maybe I forgot. I meant to I meant to mention it, but I find Souls games kind of challenging to record because they're very the word I like to use is desolate. They're desolate games. They are games that are in a way sort of about cycles of despair and death and renewal and hope, and as such, you know, there's not such a great concurrence or a great presence of constant pumping music and non-stop combat and story being spoon-fed to you. There's just a lot of indirect storytelling, a lot of show don't tell, a lot of more how do I put, esoteric isn't the word I'm looking for. It's more subtle. It's more subtle. You know, that's really what it is. Things tend to be more subtle, and really, you get into the game by sort of just getting in there and feeling it, if that makes any sense at all. And once you get really familiar with a game like this, you know, over time you can start running around like crazy and doing all kinds of stuff, and it becomes, you know, very gamey at that point to where, you know, you're going point A, point B, point C. I'm going to do this build. I'm going to do that build. But when you first start out, you know, it's intended to be a little more methodical, I feel. It's intended to, you know, go slow and, okay, am I sure I can do this attack here? Am I sure that I should go into this area? Are these guys going to kick my butt? And a great example of that was doing, you know, you could tell that the path we took in the last episode where I was getting my butt kicked all the way in Caelid, I mean, you can kind of tell that, there's my souls there that I lost, that I'm probably not really intended to be over there by how difficult the enemies are. Yeah, I remember my first time running into Caelid and fighting the minor Erd Tree boss over here, and it just absolutely wrecking my face. So as far as this video goes, I'm just getting off of work about an hour ago. I'm quite tired, so I don't know how long I'll go. I have doubts that I have enough energy in me to do the first legacy dungeon today. I'm pretty confident that I don't have the energy to do that one. So we're gonna keep doing some odds and ends and some little, you know, things here and there to just, you know, get some levels here and there, get a few more smithing stones, maybe a couple more golden seeds perhaps to upgrade our Estus. Maybe do some more clearing of the southern peninsula over here. I can see we did not pick up the map yet. There's a minor boss to fight over there. There's also a minor Erd Tree boss to fight over there with, I think it's a pretty decent pickup that boss will have. We'll see. First I'm going to do something even more minor, which is I'm going to spawn, actually let me clear this marker. Where's my number 1 marker? I don't know. I don't want that to say 2 though. That bugs me. So I'm gonna reset the markers. There you go. Okay, I want to go visit the guy that stands over here, and then I want to go down to his fort over here. So we're gonna spawn this away, and there should be a dude that's gonna talk to us. I don't actually fully know this guy's quest line, to be honest, and I've never been one in the Souls games to really pursue the character quest lines too hard unless there's something they have that I like really want or need for my build. So, meh. I'll probably fail the quest. Quests in Souls games are very weird. Anyways, they're, you know, talk to this dude here, exhaust his dialogue. Talk to him over here, exhaust his dialogue. Then, if you don't kill the boss at the precise boss order, then he'll die, and if you do kill the boss in this precise order, then he won't die, and blah blah blah. I don't know. Some of them are very rewarding though. I mean, preventing Solaire from going insane in Dark Souls 1 comes to mind. That's a huge moment, and then you get to use him to fight, you know, the final boss of the game, Gwyn. So I will say, you know, we've definitely leveled our character enough that enemies like this, I mean, they were never really a threat, but they're certainly even less of a threat than they used to be. As I get hit, you can see he did almost no damage there. I don't even need to two-hand this. In fact, against such weak enemies, it's probably better to not two-hand, although it looks like I put my helmet back on, so I took my shield off. That's fine. I'll leave it. Ooh, he survived that. Whoops. I stamina'd myself. Derp. We'll get more endurance as we go to not run out of stamina so quickly. It's kind of one of the paradigms of heavy weapons. You can't swing them so many times. This guy's just going to keep repeating his dialogue over and over. Whoops. I was trying to skip that dude's dialogue, but it didn't work. Let's kill these dudes real quick. He's up on top of the arch. Don't really have to kill these. Oh, there's a thing right there. I believe if someone's eyes are glowing like that, they drop additional runes. I like how they circle around you. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think they give you like 100. I'm gonna keep calling them souls. I'm sorry. Dark Souls habit. Seek up, then time for friend. They're called runes in this game. Yeah, listen carefully. Anyways, I think those orc demi-human guys normally give you like 100 souls. Now they give you 200 if they're glowing. Something like that. It might be worthwhile to kill certain enemies. This guy will not shut up. Oh my god. What?
You've come to lend me your aid, have you?
Technically.
Well, no, the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished.
And he's racist or classist or whatever.
Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave.
I'm not gonna lie, my inclination towards this guy is just to kill him, but I won't.
Back my fort. It lies to the Knight Commander.
Doesn't even ask.
What are you waiting for? My fort.
Look at him, he insults us for... Doesn't even offer a reward until pressed.
Yes. I would take great care to avoid Godric's tarnished hunts were
Okay.
I in your shoes. That depraved lot are obsessed with sacrificing tarnished like you for the sake
of grafting.
Honestly,
So we keep hearing about this grafting thing.
First, he hid himself amongst the womenfolk to flee the capital, then hid from Radahn in that castle. Then he insulted Melania, lost to her in battle, only to lick her boots rather than die like a man.
Kinky.
Has he no shame? The big girl's blouse? And to think, he's the blood of Godfrey.
This is the only interesting info this guy has so far.
You almost wouldn't know it to look at him. Yeah, I almost feel sorry for the chap the more I think of it.
Not my table. Yeah, so the guy we're gonna go fight in the first legacy dungeon eventually in a few episodes, he is not well respected by this nobleman. And something involving him is related to the art of grafting, which presumably might be related to the mini-armed boss that you start out fighting the game with when you can't heal, the kind of guaranteed failure fight. I know, I believe it's not technically a guaranteed loss, but like it's close. It's close to guaranteed. You're only gonna beat it if you are if you're that guy like let me solo her or something like that. There is a teleporter here, by the way, hidden. I don't quite remember where this goes, and I would use it, except I'm scared it's gonna take me down to a mine where I can't teleport out without running through the mine. So I'm gonna avoid that for now. I seem to recall that I want to go in that teleporter at some point for reasons, but I don't remember why. To get the item that you need in order to be able to buy smithing stones using souls or runes, using cash, you do need to clear mines. So that might be a teleporter to a mine, but I'm really not sure. I could be wrong about that. There's a couple like that. There's also a chest. I might be mixing it up. There's a trap chest somewhere on a tower where if you open the chest, you will be teleported into a fairly high level mine for the area, if I'm recalling right. Yeah, keep me honest if I'm full of crap in any of these videos. Actually, if I say something really off, let me know. Because as I said, I'm not gonna look it up. I don't mind spoilers myself. Maybe for anyone that is new to this game, though, if something's like a major spoiler, maybe leave that out, or at least notate, hey, this is a spoiler before typing it. Just a thought, just to be kind to anyone who's not familiar with this game, because people on this channel watching this may not be, well, they may be like primarily strategy game players. They may not play Elden Ring. You don't know. Yeah. Always be kind. Always consider the other. There's another human at the end of any connection that you make online. Unless there's not a human, in which case it's a bot. So, horse combat. Good to get used to this because trying to fight a dragon without a horse is kind of rough. You can, and sometimes I kind of prefer to just because it's more comfortable sometimes, but yeah, you need to learn how to strafe. Very important to note that on horseback you can hold heavy attack, and you'll do a heavy attack with it, which is quite a bit more staggerful than light attacks. And it also like does a sweep, so it does some damage while it's sweeping like that. Before I do this bonfire, I think there's a merchant over here. Maybe he'll sell the smithing stones I need. Where is he? Yeah, hello. Hey, you have the same voice of that other guy I talked to.
Welcome,
Valued customer. You sound like the dude in Caelid. Hell yeah. Gimme, gimme, gimme. What's this? Beast lure pot. Sliver of meat's okay. If you don't have a physical shield with 100 block by this point, then this is not a bad get. For 1,000 souls, it's better to maybe just farm the guards at the gate area near the Church of LA. Okay. Let me jump to the let me grab the bonfire real quick, and then I will want to teleport back to the Church of LA. Let's get our sword, its upgrade, before we do this attack. Not that we need it, but it'll be handy. So, rest here. We actually don't need to rest, it's lit. Unlike me, I am not lit, sad. Thank goodness the loading screens are quick. Can you imagine if trying to do all this teleporting if they weren't quick? Wrong guy. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so we're taking this from 151 plus 32 to 159 plus 34. And can we maybe... where do I apply Ashes of War? Can I do that at a bonfire or... here. So... I could give this, like... determination, perhaps? And make it a quality weapon. You see that lowers the base damage. Any attribute scaling buff will lower your base damage of your weapon. This is quality and this is quality. I'd rather have a strength buff, and I think that dude in the woods, in that cabin that we talked to a couple episodes back, I believe he sells at least one Ash of War that will give me a strength attunement, but it's not a priority at this exact moment, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Still, that'll be good for the long term to put heavy on this weapon, since we probably are going to go the route of strength. And I also want to consider... Goodness, who was it? Was it the Isolated Merchant? I believe he has a Zweihander, and I would like that Zweihander. That is probably one of my go-to weapons in all the Souls games. It's just fun. It just hits hard. I really can't speak to how it compares to other Zweihanders in other games. All I can say is it feels good in this game still, to me. There's a big sort of cognitive dissonance, I'll say, in Souls games in general, and maybe in just RPGs, and that is that, you know, people will tell you, well, you know, this weapon has 30 more damage per hit than this weapon, and so on and so forth, and, you know, if you get all this buff and get this level here and you do this, then you'll do 10 points of damage per hit. I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with wargaming like that. Hey, that's awesome. There's nothing wrong with planning out a character like that. That's awesome. But I've also heard tell that the best weapon you can have is the one you can hit with. Because, hey man, if my weapon does 100 damage and yours does 300, and I hit you 3 times and you hit me 0 times, it doesn't matter that your weapon does 300 damage because you didn't hit me. In multiplayer, where that's, you know, in PvP, where that's kind of unavoidable to be hit, well, you know, that probably does matter more. This game, it's not necessary that I get hit every time. So having heavy weapons very nice for this kind of enemy. You should do a counterattack. No. There we go, staggered him. So you can already see this is the power of the heavy weapon. I mean, just blitzing through these dudes. Don't even matter. Here's a golden seed. Now, I don't know if we have 2 yet. Ow. So I intended to roll there, but instead I moved. I did a sprint. B is the sprint button. It's the same as the roll button. Broke my damn ankles. Oh, die. No, don't block me. That's rude. So can I still do like the block riposte if I block this dude? It's a bad idea to block with this sword instead of a shield, but I want to know. I sure can. Okay. Ow. What is the block percentage on this? That block felt pretty good. Ow. Okay. So that block, I can't remember the proper name for it in this game. I'm calling it a riposte. I'm not sure if it's actually a riposte. Not gonna work with this weapon against this enemy because his head is gonna block everything. And by the way, you can see the difference in HP compared to the boss versions of these in Caelid. I mean, look at that. Like, I'm gonna kill him in maybe 4 hits? 5 hits? I still got hit a ton, to be honest, so that wasn't exactly an impressive kill. That one has some attacks I find challenging to dodge, apparently. Or you could just call me, like, I've beat this game a few times, but it's been a while. Call it rust, if you wish. It's getting a little dark. Don't I have a lantern? Let's see, how do I equip that? There we go. Yeah, lighting. Use every inch, every nanometer of my RTX card, please, on that sweet, sweet lighting and shadows. Oh shit, he's not there anymore. Oh my god, I hate rats. Rats are like smaller versions of dogs in video games. If you guys have watched me play any action games so far, and maybe even strategy games, you will know how I feel about dogs in video games. It's not that I don't like dogs, I love dogs. In video games, though, they are like universally the most annoying things freaking ever. God. They just attack so fast in Souls. Only you had an item. What? You're not trying to say that that's a illusory wall. It isn't. Don't know what he's talking about. Probably nothing. Probably a red herring. Okay, we need to get away from these barrels. That's why. There's another guy up there who's throwing stuff at us. Those are explosive barrels. So this is a trap. I swear, like this game, there's definitely a lot of enemies that have ambushes set up like this, especially like humanoid type enemies, and that's cool. I'm okay with that. But man, when I played Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, I never got a chance to play the original Dark Souls 2. Man, it just felt like everything was ambushing. It was like, man, is there any other mode of attack you guys got? It's just ambush, ambush, ambush. Which, you know, hey, you know, lore-wise, yeah, sure, makes sense. Like, yeah, I get it. I can see why they would ambush me, but like, damn it. Oh man, that stupid like hippo thing at the beginning of Dark Souls 2 in the river just kicked my ass over and over again. I was just like, why is this even here? Like, this is like when that first happened to me, and that sorry, I might break off as I focus here. Oh. But, you know, I was like, I actually abandoned the path because of that hippo enemy, because he was too tough for me. And I was like, well, I guess the game is trying to tell me that I shouldn't be going this way. And so I didn't, and then I went the other way instead, which was even harder. So I was really confused. My first experience at Dark Souls 2 was pretty negative. I was definitely one of the people that's just like, this is a bad game. And then I gave it a couple. It took me 2 more tries. And in fairness, Souls games often do take me more than 1 try to really pick up. Same for Dark Souls 1. Same for Dark Souls 2. Same for Elden Ring. Dark Souls 3 I loved from Go. Loved the whole thing. But man, yeah, my first experience with Dark Souls 2, I was like, man, this game is rough. What the hell? And eventually I was like, okay, this is a good game, but not a good Souls game. And nowadays I'm like, yeah, it's fine. It's a good game. It's a good Souls game. It's just very different. And that's, you know, sequels strive to do that. And then, you know, Dark Souls 3, they went ahead and reined it back in. So that Dectus medallion is actually a like core item that we need. Oh my god, I almost just died because I was looking at a blood stain. Almost went off the ledge instead of grabbing the ladder. Yeah, so we need that medallion to open a gate, I believe, later on, or activate an elevator or something. There's like 2 sets of medallions. One of them, I think, is an elevator. One of them is a gate, I think. I'm revealing how little I remember. For those not in the know, I don't have the DLCs. Is the second DLC even out yet? I'm not in the loop with Elden Ring at all. I probably haven't played it in, I guess, a year, maybe. The last time I played it was during my last seamless co-op run with my wife, and that was before the first DLC came out, so it's been however long since then, I suppose. I don't have the DLC. I might pick it up depending on how this one goes. If I very vaguely know about it, if I believe it's the kind of DLC where really you want to clear the game first before you run the DLC, and if I'm wrong about that, well, oh well, I'll live. I've lived before. Ooh. Yeah, okay, we did have 2 golden seeds. That's awesome. Good. Let's pass time. I don't want to fight it at night right now. Also just harder to see. Also harder for you guys to see. I imagine that YouTube... Well, I don't imagine. YouTube makes videos darker for the reasons. Something to do with their compression rates. It's quite unfortunate. Like, this video is recorded in, well, it's recorded in 1080p, upscaled to 1440. And it has to be upscaled to 1440 or, like, it looks like garbage. If I just do it at 1080, like no matter what bit rate I put it at, it will look like garbage when YouTube finishes processing it. So now upscaling to 1440p is kind of a hack. If you guys are watching in 1440p, you're watching it in 1080p. I haven't been able to find a way around that. I'll tell you that my best performing video I made, which was like the trailer for I think like 1.2.4 Divide Tempera, which I just like made as like a fun thing to do for the dev folks over there, because because I thought it'd be fun. And that one had like what 30,000 views or something like that, just due to being like a quote unquote official, unofficial kind of trailer. That one, if I recall right, actually looked a lot better than my other videos. And what I noticed, the only difference with it is that it had the VP09 codec in 1080p, and it seemed, I don't want to say anything false, but I feel like I remember that it gave it that VP09 codec, which looked way nicer after the video started trending well. I feel like there's a two-tier system with popularity of a video and quality of the video that the viewer can see. I could be full of crap. I don't think I am. But anyways, so that's... Oh, you know, I could have upgraded my sword a second time. Crap. Well, I might save that. You know what? I'll save that because if I intend to go pick up the Zweihander, I will want to keep some smithing stones handy, especially these 2s. That'll get me to level 4 with it. And I guess I'll need to go figure out what the hell I need to do to get the smithing stone belt. I think I can get the thing by the... right by the Church of LA. There's a cave or something, or is that just a boss fight? I guess I'm gonna find out. I haven't consulted the wiki for anything yet. I just haven't bothered. You know, if I really need something, I'll pause the video and go do that, as one does. This is a bastard sword. 138 plus 31 damage, wreck of 16 strength. Seems extremely similar. I think the Lordsworn great swords are almost identical to the base level weapons, and they just mostly look different. So if I wait until nighttime, there is a mini boss that'll spawn here on horseback. I think, I don't know if he's outside of our wheelhouse, but it's not a fight I want to take right now, and I don't need to. He's not worth enough souls for me to care about fighting him. That's that kind of soul reward imbalance I'm talking about. Like, there's just no reason to fight a lot of field bosses until you're over leveled. Like, unless they have something you really want. There they go, attacking me with ballistas or whatever. I mentioned that a while back. Can't open my map now, which is kind of annoying, because I don't know where I'm going. That's fine. I'm not sure how good their aim is. I'm actually not sure what is shooting me. It might be a golem with a bow. That's a pretty common sentinel guardian type dude. I'm not sure if we have the capability of taking him out. I don't usually go attack him. So, you know, still can't open my map. Come on, game. Come on, game. Am I gonna have to rest at the bonfire? Are you serious? Game? This is excessive. Hello, thank you. Okay, is there anything interesting down here? I legitimately do not remember what this is right here. I don't. Or this, to be honest. Or this. What is this, like a village, I think? I think I've been there. I don't know what that is. You really can discover quite a lot on the map by just, like, looking. Just look at it, you know? Just look for buildings. Like, hey, there's something here, there's something here. Very pro strats, I assure you. Let's get the souls we need for the Zweihander by killing the minor Erd Tree boss here. What was it, 3,000? I hope. I think it was 3 grand. Let's see if this mini boss gives us 1,500. And you do want to clear the minor Erd trees. They give you things to put in your flask of physique. I still don't know if that's supposed to be pronounced physic. It probably is, and I don't want to, so I'm going to pronounce it physique. And you can't stop me. There's nothing you can do about how I pronounce that, you know? You can try to shame me, but I feel no shame. This reminds me of, like, man, I remember when I made that trailer. Oh, was it the trailer? I think. Ow. Because that trailer for Davide and Impera, it had some updates to the Pergamon faction, which is a Greek city-state for those who are not in the know or familiar with the channel. And I pronounced it Pergamon, which just kind of made sense to me. It looks like the word backgammon. Sue me. And like, man, I got dunked on. There were like 5 people that were like, it's pronounced Pergamon. I was like, fine, you're right. Yeah. Raggle fraggle. I mean, it was a fair critique. They are technically correct. The best kind of... Yeah, that was a really fancy spear move there, bro. It did great. It's freaking spinning around instead of hitting me. Well, that's why you died. Oh, video games and your fancy sword moves. What's up, buddy? Hiya! Hiya! These dudes have kind of a cool design. They're like... Got this kind of royal attire here. Here, let me try to roll them over. For some reason, I can't physically impact his body much. I wanted to get a look at the mask. I think he's wearing like almost like a Greek play mask, yeah. Or you could look at it as like a Roman cavalry mask, if you will. He's got like a tree growing out of him. I think these guys are called Erd Tree Guardians, if I recall correcto. Stake America here, so if we die, we will come back. Oh, show me your message. I must know. I must know. Oh my god. I regret it. Let's see if we can get some co-op, but I kind of... Oh! I'm gonna summon your mom! Hell yes! Please, please succeed. Please, I want to summon your mom. And they have an amazing, amazing outfit and character too. I love this. Please, please, please. I wait for thee. Well, that's cool. Come on. Yes! Hey! Jolly cooperation. This guy's definitely, I think, more advanced in the game than I am. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Looking at those weapons and stuff. 1000%. So, this boss will have more HP. That's okay. So, it's all about prioritization. Who's hitting who and when. Ow. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Coming, coming. I need to pull his focus. So he should be thinking about attacking me. No, he's not. Oh, he's taking a lot of hits. Don't die, man. Come on, look at me. Look at me, attack me. Yeah, there we go. Yes, thank you. Easy peasy. That fight is usually so much harder. Opaline Bubble Tear. A very prim and proper twirl. Yes, Crimson Burst Purple Tear, or Crystal Tear, excuse me, steadily restores HP for a time in your mixed physique. So I like this one. It doesn't really restore that much health, but it's just nice to have a health over time consumable. You know, if you're fighting a fight where you're just kind of holding out for a lot, defending a lot, it's handy. You can see how this works. You could get negates damage. I think when they say effect only occurs once. So when they say damage negation, they don't mean damage negation over 10 seconds. What they mean is that you will get a shield. A damage shield, and once it gets hit, it will break. That's what that means. Okay. So, 4,500. Better than I expected. Behold. Tear. Yeah? I don't think there's anything else here, but... I do hear a beetle, but I don't remember if that's a beetle that has, like, an Ash of War or anything useful on him. But let's go check. It's probably just like a health beetle. Yeah, health beetle. Okay, I don't need you. If I didn't explain before, those will restore your Estus flasks, your heal flasks. Oh, let's go check this out. This is kind of cool. Cool enemy type here. I guess I'm gonna fight this bat. Yeah, come over here. Come on. Uh-oh. That's an unfortunate angle. Yeah, there we go. My light attack should hit him. Good, 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 good. Sneak up. See him from here? I can. There he is. Can I survive a fall? How would I get down there? There might be a path. And if you're wondering, no, I have no idea what he's singing. It sounds like Latin to me, but I don't know if it actually is Latin or just like faux Latin. Okay, let's try to lure these out, because if we fight them all at the same time, it'll be bad. Okay, can't lock on. It's annoying. Oh. Thankfully, we do have a weapon that can attack these handily. If you have like a dagger or something, like, good luck, man. I mean, it might hit. It's about the reliability of the hit more than anything. You don't want to try to hit something and just whiff. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, I recognized that as a grab, like, right as he grabbed me. Oh, crap. Woo. Okay. I can't recall one of those things ever successfully grabbing me before. I don't usually fight them. I usually just go around them. I've had trouble in this game many times in the sense of just like having the motivation to go fight a bunch of the field enemies out in the main map, because it just doesn't seem too rewarding for me normally. Oh shit. Hello. Why is it always beautiful and then old codger? It's funny. No precious item ahead and short seat comfort. Thank you for letting me know that there's nothing good. That's actually a very useful message. Don't get my hopes up. He's got a couple friends with him. Now, I have a feeling that if I trigger one of them, I'll trigger all three of them, no matter what I do, I think. Let's see if we can pull them. There we go. Just be gentle. No need to rush in. No need to rush in. We're fighting two, which is exponentially harder than fighting one. If they choose to fight properly, which they didn't. Excellent. Let's not accidentally roll off the cliff. Ooh, sonic attack. Cool. Bit of echolocation. Okay, good. I forgot if my roll attack was a vertical attack. It is, thankfully. Alright, you. Let's see how tough you are, sir. And there's no trap, right? There's not some bats hanging upside down here. That is the kind of thing this game would do. I would not be shocked if it actually does it somewhere in the game. I do not want to fight on that rock. If you look at it, it just looks very easy to fall off and roll to the right, panic roll, and then fall off the cliff. Oh yeah, they poison, right? They have some poison attacks. Okay. Sonic blast there. Oh yeah, you are significantly tougher. Let's get him. Get him. Oh, I didn't get the animation. That's okay. Golden Rune 6, not bad, not bad. I think that's worth a couple thousand. Beautiful, but enemy. No jump attack required ahead. Gotta watch out for those messages, folks. They will trick you. They'll be like, oh yeah, just jump. What happened to you? You did a range attack and triggered all three of them. Why is, oh, how did one get behind you? That's rough. That's rough, man. That sucks. See why I was so, nervous, right? I was looking at that cliff going, And of course you look at this cliffside, this edge right here, and you're like, hey, Samara, how the fuck could you fall off of this? It has happened to me. It could happen to you. As I am, you will be. As I was. You are. All right. How much is this thing? Is it affordable? Yes, 3,500. Perfect, perfect. And how many smithing stones do I have? 4. Okay, I can upgrade it once. And can I even wield it is the other question. I need 19 strength. I have 16, so I can two-hand it, and that's fine. But it'll put me up to heavy equip load. And you can see, like, look at the damage values. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So this gives you a sense of how much upgrades matter more than anything else. So I wish now in retrospect that I hadn't spent my 6 smithing stones on the greatsword, which I don't want to use anymore since I want to use the Zwei. Because you can see there's just really not much reason to use the Zwei. It does stagger better. It blocks slightly better. But it's just not worth it. So I'm going to stop the recording here since it's been 40 minutes. Holy crap. I didn't realize. I'll stop the recording here, and I will go check if I'm correct about where that first bell is that'll let me buy smithing stones. Let me check if I remember properly where that is. Let's go for that. So, see you guys next time. Hope y'all have a fantastic day. Peace.